Hi, everyone. My name is Judy Callahan, and I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about a few of my favorite subjects: tacos, Google, and students. And yes, in that order. I'd like you to raise your hand if you like tacos. Good. We have something in common. Now, who here uses Google? Perfect. See, we're connecting already. Lastly, students. I'm a trained teacher, but I find I'm still a student myself. That's because learning never stops. And when it comes to technology, the learning curve is always changing. There's so much to learn about using technology in the classroom with our students. But the one thing I firmly believe we all need to learn is how to use Google to do a targeted search. Google is smart. That's why we need to be smarter Googlers. I'm going to share with you the easiest, most simple, but underutilized search strategy ever created. Today, you're going to learn how you and your students can master a Google search using Boolean connectors. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I love Google. Did you know the phrase Google it is a term in the dictionary? Googling has become second nature. Here's a quick stat for you. 9 out of 10 people choose Google as their main search engine. That's why I didn't find it surprising that so many of you raised your hands who use Google. It's just so easy to use, it's quick, and it stores a ton of information. So when it comes to your students, it's a safe bet to say almost all of them are using Google to do a search, whether it be for an English, science, or even foods class. This is where the taco part comes in. I want to walk you through a search scenario. I've been given an assignment to write a paper on the origin of the taco for a report on popular ethnic foods. It's good because that's my favorite food. So let's see here how it goes. I type the word taco into the Google search bar, and it shows me results in 0.76 seconds. Way faster than a speeding bullet, and yes, that man, Superman. Woohoo! Google saves the day. Talk about immediate gratification. And the first thing it shows me is a map of where I can find the closest Taco Bell to my location, which you can tell is not very far. How convenient and tempting. I wasn't hungry for a taco until I realized I could stop my search and I could be back in less than 20 minutes. Fuel to keep going, right? And then there were top news stories of tacos. Like, did you know people can actually get married in a Taco Bell? They look happy, don't they? I took a quick Snapchat and sent it to my niece who was engaged and looking for a reasonable venue for her wedding. That led to a bout of snaps and chats and a few laughs before I returned back to my search. But the best was this list of questions other people ask about tacos that I never even dreamed. Wouldn't you all like to know what taco means in slang? 15 minutes later, and none the wiser, I realized I had just spent a total of an hour, including the 20 minutes I left to get a taco, and had accomplished nothing other than learning some dirty Spanish words, enjoying a few laughs with my niece, and consuming a couple of tacos. Talk about being derailed in my search. What was my search about anyway? Why did I enter the word taco? Oh, yeah, now I remember. I need to find information on the origin of the taco for a report on popular ethnic foods. Does my Google search sound familiar to you? Go ahead, nod your head yes, because we've all been there, clicking on irrelevant or bizarre information. I still can't believe people really get married in Taco Bell. I don't know, maybe they get free tacos. Anyway, Google is vast and holds a ton of information. So entering just a keyword like taco triggers 523 million results. That's a lot. And quite frankly, 522,999,999 more than I needed. And yes, I did have to practice saying that. That's how many results. So the truth is, Google is easy and delivers quick results, but it's extremely sophisticated. That's why searching Google without a strategy can send you flailing in a sea of irrelevance with infinite distractions. Here's my point. Our students are digital natives, but they are no more skilled at using Google to do an internet search than we are. And by the way, you don't want your students wasting time discovering what taco is slang for, because it's just crass, trust me. And the next thing you know, that's going to be the topic of the discussion in class. So, information on the internet is vast, and Google uses formulas to display what it perceives you want. And sometimes even bias and false information can find their way to the top of the search rankings. Now that's another OMG we have to worry about. But for now, let me show you how we can help our students, and let's admit it ourselves, when using Google to search for information on the internet. Google uses sophisticated algorithms to generate results. We don't need to know what those algorithms are, because quite frankly, they boggle my mind. But it just means we have to teach our students to be sophisticated Googlers by using a search strategy. A keyword alone just won't cut it. One of the easiest search strategies to teach students is a Boolean search. And I find it shocking that so many of us have never even heard of it. I had never even heard of it before I started looking into search strategies myself. So Boolean combines keywords with operators, or we can call those connectors, such as and, or, and not, to produce relevant results. So the trick here is when you use a connector, you need to enter it in all caps when you are entering text in the search bar. So let's take a look at these here. And you use and to narrow your search. It delivers fewer results, but more specific results, as you can see by the shaded area, what you're going to get. Or you can use or to broaden your search. It delivers lots of results, and trust me, it's like over a billion, gazillion, too many to count. I'm not sure when or why we would want our students inundated with all of that information, but it is an opportunity to do a different type of search. The last connector is not. Not is used to exclude a term from your search. So taco, not origin, would deliver specific results related more to taco. However, in doing the search myself using not, I found that you will get some results that have to do with origin. So let's go back to my taco search, and I want to show you what I found when I used the Boolean connector and. So entering the keywords taco with the Boolean connector and with origin generated results I was hoping to find. Results you want your students to find. Google is quick and easy, and it does want to give you what it thinks you want. You just have to use the right strategy to find what you need. Boolean connectors are a simple search strategy that can yield results that keep students on task and on target. But using them has to become a habit. Google houses more information than we could ever imagine needing, and can be an awesome resource for students if used with purpose. So here's the key. The next time you're in the classroom, talk about search strategies with your students. Teach them they can still use Google, but generate more specific results with Boolean connectors. And practice, practice, practice. Start the day with a quick search from a list of topics using your own device projected on a larger screen. Or if your students have their own device, have them practice using the connectors and share their results. the more opportunities they have, the more likely they will be to use them. So I hope you walk away today with a little bit more insight on being able to teach your students how to do a productive search still using Google. Thank you so much for your time. So happy Googling, and yeah, now go get a taco.